Hey, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the daily vibration slash energy vibration. Okay, so we are taking a look and seeing exactly what's going on for the weekend vibe, right? So let's just start by saying that the sun is currently in Libra, so that's seventh house energy. Right, so this energy can bring in a lot of balance. You had all of that analytical energy last month from Virgo, and this energy for Libra season can bring in balance. Now, the option or the flip side to that balance energy is things can still be out of balance, right? That means people are not necessarily doing their work per se, right? So let's take a look and see what the message is for the weekend vibe. So just so you guys know, right, the arrow of poor memory is in the date for the next 2 days. So that would be today, Friday, and Saturday. And then we also have the hour of frustration in the date the whole weekend. Okay. So the hour of frustration is in the atmosphere for today, Friday, and tomorrow, Saturday. Right. But the hour of the hour of frustration is in the energy for the whole weekend. So that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. The arrow of poor memory, which means people are not going to be remembering shit. Okay. Especially when it comes to maybe you helping them or the help that you've given to them or they returning a favor. Okay. So you can find that happening in the atmosphere for the next 2 days, Friday today and Saturday tomorrow. Okay. And then on Sunday, we flip over to the hour of the inquirer along with the hour of frustration. Okay. And remember, the inquirer is the energy where people are going to want facts before they just go ahead and believe things. Okay. So with that being said, we're going to jump into the weekend energy vibe and see exactly what's going on this weekend and what you may need to know. So I have already pre-pulled the cards so we can just tap into the energy for time purposes. So let me go ahead and give my disclaimer, okay? So disclaimer is this message is not for everyone, all right? You want to go ahead and take what you need, leave what you don't, shelf what you don't understand in case you have to circle on back for some understanding, confirmation, motivation, or maybe even some inspiration, okay? And clarification. So with that being said, access is granted to you based on your belief or your inner knowing. So you want to go ahead and allow yourself to just tap into your guru because you are your own guru. With that being said, energy is fluid. So I can say this is your energy, but it feels more like the energy that you're interacting with. So you want to go ahead and apply the energy where it fits, all right? And the message overall is that you are your own guru, which means that you have the opportunity to change your experience as you so see fit, okay? So let's start off with the weekend vibe, all right? Today is Friday, okay? So we got Venus popping off in the date today, and then you have tomorrow, Saturday, which is Saturn, law, order, structure, okay, getting things done. And then you have Sunday, which is ruled by the sun, Leo, confident energy, self-mastery, but it could also be a little bit of egotistical and narcissism in the atmosphere on Sunday. So paired with everything that's going on the board today, you have the magic card, which is talking about alignment here. The alchemy card, which is talking about your choices. You want to align your choices and just move. Take action, all right? Walk in meditation, which means that you should really be walking around thinking about what you need to do to get things done. This should be focused energy. I had a phone call from Kia yesterday, and she asked me if I felt the shift, and we've been talking about this energy in the atmosphere for a while now, where it's basically you focusing on you and your stability, right? So you have the walk in meditation, saying just go. Right? Don't wait for anyone to co-sign. Don't wait for anyone to give you the approval. Don't wait for anyone to give you the accolades, right? You need to go ahead and just go. Do the things that you can and allow the universe to do the rest, okay? Spirit, okay? I love this card, and this is the reason why I bought this deck. Okay, Spirit, you're going to have to take action. This is no longer a time for you to be stagnant in your energy. Now, action can be emotionally, it can be mentally, or it can be physically, okay? So you do want to be mindful of what action you need to take based on where you are on your own individual path, okay? The energies that we have interacting with alignment and the choices that you're making and you being able to move forward today is maybe something or someone that you felt that there was some type of unconditional love. This is someone or something that you love with no strings attached, okay? But for some people, this energy could be you're in a place now where you want to be in relationships where it's giving and receiving, where you're not just the one giving and someone is taking, okay? So you're finding that balance between the giver's energy and the taker's energy, right? And you really don't want to entertain conversations that's not in that space where it's a give and take relationship because you're in a new phase of your experience, okay? The opposite energy on the board is I want to say someone that you think likes you, or maybe energy of something that appeared that this is where you should have been going in your walk. So you may have taken steps towards this project or steps towards this relationship or maybe even steps towards this family member, right? But as you can see, there's still maybe some blockage there. You're not able to see everything clearly, all right? There's still something going on. Some of you may be experiencing some gaslighting within the situation. Someone building or hyping up this project or maybe hyping up the relationship or how they feel more than they really do, right? This energy is also being paired with the mirroring energy, right? So I kind of feel like you may have poured out a lot of energy into this project or may not have poured out a lot into this project, and therefore it's mirroring back to you, right? The energy that you've given to it. When it comes to a relationship, some of you maybe have been entertaining something with someone, but you felt like maybe they were gaslighted because there were red flags or warning signs that you're now paying attention to, right? And what you were noticing is that this person was just mirroring back to you what they thought you wanted to hear, okay? It wasn't as an unconditional and as pure of a relationship as you thought. This person could have had hidden agendas, okay? So you do want to be mindful of that, okay? So as you're aligning things and making choices, right, this weekend, you definitely want to take into consideration what energy you're giving to where you're aligning, I want to say, your thoughts, you know, your feeling, your action, like who you're giving your energy to this weekend is going to be important too, okay? So make sure that as you're making the choices, you're paying attention to the sweetness in the ear. And when I say the sweetness in the ear, the things that makes you feel happy, the things that make you feel fulfilled, the things that don't feel like you keep hitting the brick wall to get things done, right? So you may have to make some choices to maybe even your approach to something, right? Because, you know, you can get more done with honey when you're trying to attract bees versus vinegar. Okay, so you want to be mindful of that as you're moving throughout this weekend. When it comes to your choices, what feels easy, what feels light, what feels like it has a sweetness in the ear to it. Now, be mindful because you were experiencing energy of this gaslighting energy over here with the mask, okay? So you were experiencing that type of energy. You had some gaslighting energy here with the mask, okay? Now, walking meditation means just go. Some of you may want to be mindful not to entertain argumentative energy this weekend, right? So you may have to let people have it this weekend. Don't entertain argumentative energy this weekend. Just let them have it. Don't entertain it, right? You don't have to keep constantly telling somebody who you are. And, you know, like you know, after a certain point when someone is using you, you know whether or not you have not been paying attention to the red flags, you know, right? And this is just even in little things, right? Because you have to be mindful that what you're putting out in the energy is being manifested. So you can't do fuck shit in this energy and think it's going to take years to get back to you. The fuck shit that you put out into the atmosphere is returning to you immediately in real time, as well as the positive shit. So you do want to be mindful of that too. Watch your temper this weekend, right? Because we do have the arrow of frustration showing up all weekend, okay? Remember that you are powerful and you don't have to fear anything. But that means standing in your truth. And sometimes your truth is not understood by everyone. And sometimes your truth does not reflect everyone's truth. So you need to be able to learn that for yourself, okay? You have to create and dream your own dream, okay? So I want to say, after you speak to someone, pay attention to your inner knowing of maybe how this conversation made you feel energetically depleted. Maybe how this conversation may have left you feeling angry. Maybe how this conversation may have left you feeling like your confidence was just walking all over because, they made you question some things about yourself, right? Now, once again, there is some gaslighting going on. And that gaslighting don't mean necessarily from a lover. It could be from a family member or a friend. They're just telling you what they want to hear, what they think you want to hear so they can get the outcome that they want, okay? So you need to know that, all right? Now, you need to just make sure that you're creating a plan this weekend, and whatever plan that you make for yourself this weekend, you need to just be mindful that that is priority. So don't ditch your plan for other people this weekend. If you have the plan to just chill this weekend and not entertain any phone calls, you want to stick to that, right? So your priority should be important this weekend outside of anyone else's priority, right? And be present. Once again, you need to check into yourself. Make sure that before you do anything, align your energy, right? The choices that you make, you want to test the waters. Pay attention to the red flag. Does this feel bitter? Are you trying too hard in this energy? When it comes to anger, just let go. Walk away. Walk in meditation. Take a walk. Some people, it's not even worth it. All right? Be confident in spirit, knowing that you're going to make the right choices. Okay? Foundations and achievements is something that you could be walking through this weekend, especially after all of the heartache and maybe the deception that you've walked through, the letdowns, the loss. And for some people, this heartache and loss has to do with your career or something, because this energy could have been a project, something that you've invested time in, okay? You need to be able to stand your ground, right? And know that the universe got you. Stand your ground and know that the universe got you. This is not energy where you have to fear. This is energy where you really have to trust, because what's happening is things is being created out of what appears to be nothingness, okay? Release the things that no longer serve you this weekend. This is a good time to do that, okay? Really a good time to do that. We're just about leaving the shadow of retrograde, so you can take the opportunity to do so. Have courage to speak your truth this weekend. And this card has been on my mind for a few days now, the flow. Allow things to flow. Don't force things this weekend. Allow them to flow, okay? You need to tell yourself the truth about your security, and this is where you want to pay attention to where you're aligning your energy, what tastes bitter and sweet to you this weekend, which means that you may have to do some alchemy with your choices, okay? And your choices is something as simple as what you choose to give energy to, all right? Walk away from anything that doesn't make you feel comfortable this weekend, right? Be slow to anger, okay? Because what you put out is being manifested. Find a lesson this weekend so you can move forward. Trust that the universe got you, and move forward with confidence, knowing that spirit is going to show you exactly how you should act in any given situation this weekend, all right? Just keeping in mind, once again, right, you have Pisces moon showing up in the energy today, all right? And with Pisces moon showing up in the energy today, be aware of illusions, but that energy can also bring in a greater level of understanding. So you do want to be open for that spiritual understanding that can come in, okay? Now, the moon is going to be flipping over to Aries on the 8th, okay, at about 11, close to noon, all right, about 11:56 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with that energy can come in a lot of aggression, but a lot of passionate energy, and that can help you to get things done, right? So you can't be happy and sad at the same time. So you can't be in a place where you're depressed and motivated at the same time, right? So you're gonna have to work through where you are, know where you are, so you can change course if need to, all right? And change course could be the way you think, right? The way you feel about a thing, your perception about a thing, the way you're acting towards this thing, okay? All right, my loves. I hope y'all enjoy y'all weekend, okay? You want to go ahead and do something nice for yourself. You want to be honest and kind to yourself, my loves. And I will see you guys in Monday's Daily Vibration. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend, my loves. Bye.